And to help us go through the papers for today is Vivian Kai Loco. The birthday girl is here. Hello.
Hi.
Charlie, you chopped the birthday finish.
I haven't finished.
You haven't finished there. No, but.
I haven't finished because all of you joined in the birthday so I'll chop
right
everybody.
now, right now you have raised the bar. Now you give pressure.
Which pressure now?
No, you give pressure. You have raised the bar.
But the thing was successful because of you guys. You guys collectively raised the bar. I had nothing to do with it.
No, but it was
all
nice.
Of you put in.
Thank you for having a birthday, and thank you for inviting all of us to be part of the birthday. It was nice, pa.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When is yours?
August.
Hey, that means till December I'm celebrating because each and every one of you, I will join your birthday.
Part of everybody's
birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, every birthday I'm part of it.
Charlie.
Against what you guys did. But thank you to all of you.
No,
thank
it
you
was
for
fantastic.
making
It's fantastic.
My birthday beautiful.
No, it's nice when you chop your birthday. Yeah.
I should chop it every month.
Every month. Yeah.
Hey.
But you know the Heritage Caravan is sold out.
Charlie? Within hours, right?
Yes.
Within hours.
Yes. So
of announcing the payment.
I think officially. No, not even. Yeah. So officially, we broke communications on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then Thursday we said come and pay.
Yeah.
Within less than 12 hours or 24 hours after we said come and pay.
You know, I was telling somebody that it will be done by Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, and the person said, "Oh, Monday," and we're all like, "Okay," and I was like, okay.
Let's see.
Asoma, Thursday, I was standing here. I think I was going out or something, and I was at the reception at the park.
Yeah.
And people were coming. I was like, "Hey, this thing, Friday, dear."
And as we were coming, you see, the funny thing is like, you know, we know what. When the person is holding a small bundle like this, you know, okay, this is for themselves.
Yeah.
Then people are coming with their hands full like this. I'm like, wait, and I found out that people are paying for 5 people. They're paying for this, but just, you know.
No, but this year Heritage Caravan will be exciting.
It will be
if there's any other stronger word than exciting, replace it.
Yeah.
Exciting because of the zeal, the interest. You know, it will be so nice. It will be lovely, a lovely, you know, meetup of people who want to tour the country we love called Ghana. Yeah. And it's going to be beautiful. Yeah,
it will be great.
I can't wait to see the videos, the pictures, the experiences, you know, when it's put together, you know, every year before we go proper, we break communication, see the videos on TV. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So I can't wait to see all that.
Well, let me just say a big thank you to the sponsors, those who have joined us proudly to sponsor it, to National Lottery Authority, to Hollad Insurance, to Omni Basic Bank. Thank you very much. And of course, GTA is partnering with us.
Hollad, they don't play with Heritage Caravan.
No.
They'll come there in their mauve t-shirts, give everybody, and the goodies. They usually have lovely goodies. And every stop they have something. And when everybody wears the t-shirts, it's so lovely. The Caravan is so colorful. So thank you to them again, and looking forward to seeing them with the goodie bags.
All right. Well, a lot has been happening over the weekend, and the news papers are out in full blast. Yeah. So you want to start?
I'll start with the Daily Graphic, which has its tagline as "Truth and Accuracy Every Day." So on its front page, it has a beautiful, hearty handshake and smiles from the President of Ghana, John Mahama, as well as Asante Hene. And it says, President Mahama asks Asante Hene to help address economic woes. And then Constitution Review Committee formed, experts to present recommendations in 5 months. Declare assets before taking office. Shraj charges public officers and new government. A good call. 8 killed in clash with military at Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine. A sad one. Yeah. And then I thought I would see Hearts of Folk at the back page, but it's Legon Cities and Gold Stars. Well, they are winning matches. So that's from the Daily Graphic.
Yeah. The Constitutional Review Committee, I'm hoping that they take notes from the Atamilsus Commission that was set up. you know, because there was a whole review that was done.
Yeah, they'll look at everything.
Then, you know,
all the stop gaps, everything.
Yeah.
And then within 5 months, we'll see what they come up with. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We're in January, right?
Yep.
February, March, April, May, June. So June.
Yeah, by June.
We should see their work come out, published.
Yeah.
Interesting times, isn't it?
Yeah, very interesting times. And I like the team that has been put together.
Yeah, great
It looks
team.
like a very promising.
Great team.
Yeah. The Ghanaian Times, it says here, bloody, 15 people dead. Houses torched in Obuasi and in Kwanta clashes. So it's put the two very gory incidents that took place over the weekend in the same story.
Yeah.
Prof. H. Kwesi Prempeh chairs Constitutional Review Committee. We have government provides lifeline to SHSs. And then Ghana on high alert for acute respiratory infections. You know, the human metapneumovirus that is on the loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ghana Health Service.
The numbers are seriously increasing in China. You know, a lot of Ghanaians go to China.
Yeah.
The reason why the Ghana Health Service has, you know, put, you know, high alert on it, because immediately one comes in, that's it. And it mimics that of COVID as well.
Well, yes, to an extent. It's not as dire as COVID, but for some people, they do suffer some pretty serious, you know, but it's not as dire as COVID. This one is more like the common cold variety, but we also don't want it at all. We don't want anything like that, you know. But again, we don't know how many people will be susceptible if it hits Ghana, how we would handle it and all that. So, yeah. And
globalization comes with so much positives, but negatives.
Also the negatives are there. Yeah.
You know, because immediately a virus or a disease or what negative thing hits a point, especially if it's a very busy point, it just you know, moves and that's it. So that's some of the negatives of globalization. But then it also helps in the exchange of, you know, medical and technological, you know, advancements among the world, because immediately it happens somewhere. It must be triggered globally for the UN and all these WHOs to come in and help. So,
but then there's still these rumors and these conspiracy theories of China cooking things in their labs.
Well, I coming out of this TikTok thing and everything, this China, America.
No, but China is also showing that they're a real powerhouse.
China is. China, I think China is currently the powerhouse. If you ask me, China is now number one.
No, because if people in America, only 170 million out of several billion. In America.
China is
and
number
America
one.
is afraid that
technology,
it will go off.
Industrialization.
And it went off for a few hours.
And
it went to beg.
China is number one. Anyway, it depends on where you are standing.
No, if you beg, then you're not a superpower. You see, that's it.
No, it's negotiation.
Okay.
In life,
it's not begging.
There's no way, even if you're the biggest, whatever, at a point you need to compromise somewhere. That's how life works. You can't always, because you're the top whatever. At a point, definitely, you negotiate to change, negotiate to have. It's not every battle that you go present yourself.
But
so it may not be a beg, it may be a negotiation.
But we know the negotiations, so we don't come out top for anything.
We have the power, but we don't utilize it properly. You cannot tell me as a continent or a country with natural resources, whether in minerals or or in human capacity, you don't have the power if you put things properly to negotiate or to call the shots. Because we don't see what we have. So we mismanage, we hit our heads together, we're not united as a continent. So this is how you end up begging and not getting negotiations right. So that's it.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Okay, I will take you to the Chronicle. Are you done with the site? And it has the president in military apparel as the commander-in-chief, of course, of the Ghana Armed Forces. It says, soldiers pump bullets into 7 miners. Commander-in-chief orders probe into killings. Ashanti region will get its fair share of development, Mahama again. And then Ochiene distills coal tar chief. Coal tar chief. Right, so that's from the Chronicle.
All right. let's go to the Herald. Now, the Herald needs to process 94 million US dollars missing gold cash and MIIF's financial rot exposed. Japan royalties, mother births, expensive astroturfs, and traceable mining equipment and questionable deals. Only Larry can write headlines like this.
Larry, read the message. Larry, I greet you. Good morning. Please read the headline again.
It says that 94 million US dollar missing gold cash and MIIF's financial rots exposed. A Japan royalties mother, in quotes, births, expensive astroturfs, and traceable mining equipment and questionable deals.
Jesus.
All right. Ofusubuachi quells taxpayer concerns over Mahama's private jet use, insists they are free of charge from Ibrahim. Okay. Haruna Agboja Erikopoko to be vetted today. We have the Herald welcomes Springfield Energy's anti-national interest lawsuit. Okay. Randy Abe to replace Joseph Edu at Cocoa Board. Okay. The names keep getting,
over 3,000, what do you call it, appointments. So this is just like
I know, right? I know, right?
We'll see, but I'm sure by March,
things will
see
settle.
where everybody is.
Yeah. I think so.
And then
I think so.
It starts. The real work starts.
And March will still put it, and it will still be under 100 days at that point, So, AFCFTA General Secretary General commends Dr. Baumia on statesmanship and support. Yeah, so he paid a visit to him over the weekend as well. Yeah.
Okay. Let me take you to News Center. Our good friend Elvis Darko. The front page has Carl Bank PLC appoints Johnson Owari as Deputy MD. Ekufuado reflects on legacy at Thanksgiving service. NPA, NRA, GNPC, others get new boss. And then bloody clashes confront Mahama. Several people killed in Obuasi, in Totroso, and other places across Ghana in just 2 weeks. And then still at the front page, TUC taxed Mahama to act on violent attacks, and Abdul Salim, new NLA DG, calls for unity and continuity.
Yeah.
So that's from the News Center.
All right. The Ghanaian publisher says, Ekufuado gives thanks to God. I did my best for Ghana. Honorable Intim Fojo slams Mahama over LGBTQ plus U-turn. Has he made a U-turn? I'm not sure what he's referring to by U-turn.
The Mahama thing.
He
hasn't said
he hasn't said anything.
Or he gave a timeline to sign.
No, he hasn't. No, and for a president to sign something, the document must be before him.
Yeah.
And there's nothing before him to sign. So I don't understand what you mean by U-turn. Anyway, military kills 7 illegal miners in Obuasi. Mahama orders investigation. And EC appeals for security to complete Ablekuma North collation. So that's what we have from the publisher, the Ghanaian publisher.
Okay, I'll take you to the custodian. President sets up Constitutional Review Committee. I came and left office in peace. Ekufuado thanks God. Mahama sacks retirees. He has a picture of Professor Ken Atefa as well as Dr. Henry Kokofu, former EPA boss, who have left office, and they were sacked, thinking they were still there.
They were sacked after they left.
After they retired and left.
They had already left office months ahead.
Those two institutions had acting CEOs.
Yes.
But so somebody got it wrong at a point.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then African School of Governance opens up. I think so far that's the only not properly tick box we've seen of the new, but let's see how it goes.
But I mean, some of these things, I mean, when there's a lot of numbers you're dealing with, some of these things, it's not so strange. But I think that for me, if egos don't come into play, it's a very simple matter to resolve.
Oh, yes, it is. But we also have to be careful when we're officially doing things.
Yeah.
If you're sacking a CEO, DG of an institution, your first thing you're checking is who's there and who are you addressing this letter. Assumptions cannot work
can't make
in
assumptions.
anything. Whether it's your personal life or whatever.
And Kanatefa actually did a Facebook post that he broke down the processes that he went through. And so even the acting executive secretary was properly instituted, you know, so it now becomes this funny thing of the person you say should go and take over, you know, it's like almost like, you know, a very embarrassing kind of situation.
So I don't know how it's done, but I thought when, for example, they retire or they resign or their time is up, there's a proper, you know, formal written thing in the file of a company.
And from what Kanatefa says, he actually submitted everything to the transition team. So the transition team had the documents.
Exactly. So my point is,
so how did we come by this situation?
How did somebody get it wrong? If everything is there and it's officially
and apparently when he first mentioned it to Dr. Callistus Mahama, somebody was sent to go and retrieve the letter, but it was retrieved physically, not officially. You know, so anyway, Dr. Callistus apparently says today
so
he'll resolve it. So we're looking forward to that.
It could have been avoided, but at least things come up every now and then. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. The Inquisitor has these headlines. Edgy Tamaklo appointed as acting CEO of NPA. Ugly happenings. Roguery in NPP as Achim Mafia and Kwewu Bill Gates seek to control party.
Who is Kwewu Bill Gates?
Charlie, people can write stories.
This is who?
This is the Inquisitor.
Okay.
It says Achim Mafia and Kwewu Bill Gates. But if you're going to put it there, make it Bill Gates because it's Gates, it's not Gate. Do it properly so that we understand what you're trying to say.
You mean children are listening and watching and reading?
What is that? Anyway, President Mahama is using Jet for free. And Nadu Mills visits JM. And fire officers are not insured. Really? This is from the Ghana National Fire Service.
That's not surprising, is it?
I know. I'm
Welcome to Ghana.
That's unfortunate.
That's what it is.
That's very unfortunate.
This
high-risk job that they are doing, they are not insured.
In Ghana is very, very, very poor.
Yeah.
Very poor across board.
Yeah.
Across board.
Just to take you to a certain experience that I had back in the day, when I was very active with the Photography Association, we said, look, the equipment that we are holding and carrying around, this is thousands of dollars worth of equipment. We must get some insurance for this. Charlie, it took us about 4 or 5 years for one insurance company to eventually say, you know something, I think what you're saying makes sense. You know, let's do this. And so now it's easier, you know, for a lot of people who come in now, it's easier for them to get insured if they want insurance. But back then, it was crazy. It was like, how are we insuring photography equipment? For what? No, it was like a strange thing that I've gone to suggest.
No, I think, like I was saying, in Ghana and Africa, the insurance thing, I mean, you'd think that by now, agriculture, which is one of the big industries that it's actually always has been the biggest for now, for the future of Africa and anything, should be seriously insured by now. Nothing. Then you come to what almost everybody in Ghana is involved in, retail. And you go to the heart of our business, you know, enclaves, and there's no proper form of insurance for the mid to low levels. So your grandmother or your mother who sells at Agbogbolo, she has nothing. Your aunt or whatever who sells at wherever, Cocoa Board, the enclave, there has nothing. And I was just listening to some of the insurance people recently on this Kantamanto thing and calls for them to bring in the micro insurance thing.
Yeah.
And most were saying that because of the setting of the place where you have most of the materials used, wood and whatever, they are not interested because any slight spark, the thing is gone and every time they have to pay. So why don't we change it and make it
so
easier
I
for
think that
everybody?
in insurance also, because insurance companies will benefit if the people come and also pay premiums, right?
Yes.
So then the insurance companies should also be interested in advancing the conversation to say, let's change the way our markets are set up. Let's improve
properly
the way,
do them so that the fires are less. And then, of course,
and then
you don't always have to be paying, you know, interest or whatever to premiums or whatever to these clients. And I don't know, it's just sad. It's just sad.
Because to lose in a few hours millions and millions of CDs worth of, you know,
your life savings, everything gone.
You know,
everything gone. Everything gone. Let me take you to the Daily Analyst. Unity is our only option. This is Sammy Nkrumah urging African leaders. And then Obuasi deadly clash. Illegal miners open fire on our men first. Ghana Armed Forces insist. And then, of course, Mahama has ordered probes into that, a probe into that.
Okay. The Daily Democrat here says, fear grips NPP over oral. Really? Just one group loaded for investing in staff. And we have NPP defeat rooted in arrogance, corruption, and reckless spending, claims Germany branch official. Okay, that's interesting. And concerns raised over recruitment and promotions at CHED of Cocoa Board.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do my final one from BNFT, then you can do ChannelOne and City Newsroom. So BNFT has on health, it says network challenges erode gains made by Ghana electronic medical record system. On the economy, it says policy rate is a hike needed to restore restrictive conditions, is a question being asked. And then startup bill, key to nation emerging as tech hub. And then around law, it has anti-LGBT bill, controversy peaks. So this is from the BNFT.
Wonderful. All right, so let's go to ChannelOneNews.com, and we have here on ChannelOneNews.com, Obuasi clash, government must restore order in mining sector. This is Festus Obuaji speaking. We have Eric Opoku, Abuja, Haruna Idrisu to be vetted today. We also have Swesco alumni gather for Thanksgiving and a launch of 66th anniversary. And of course, at that launch, the two students who have been lauded throughout social media and regular press for their honesty were also given citations by the Swesco executive. Mahama orders investigation into Obuasi mine debts and fulfill your promises to Ghanaians, Otumfo to Mahama. Let me take you to citynewsroom.com. We'll give you a couple of headlines there as well. Haruna Idrisu governs Abuja to be vetted today. We also have Obuasi West MP urges swift probe into miners and the military clash. We have Anglo Gold assures calm after violent incident with illegal miners in Obuasi. Mahama orders probe into deadly Obuasi clash. And TikTok announces service restoration following Trump's intervention. And I'll give you one more. It says here, help me solve economic challenges, Mahama to Asante Hene. All right, so that's what we have for citynewsroom.com and ChannelOneNews.com. You want to give us one quick one before we go?
Well, I want to quickly, because we spoke about the anti-LGBTQ and the issues around it. The BNFT's story goes this way. Anti-LGBT bill controversy peaks.
Okay.
And then the story proper, it's on page 8. And it has a picture. You know, when you move across the Accra, there are billboards of stuff around it.
Yes.
You know, there's one that they've put up. It says, offense, I did not report my Kojo Besia's son. And then it says, prohibition against subverting family values. So pulling bits and pieces around that. So let me read what it says. The story says, In the weeks leading up to Ghana's 2024 general elections, the controversial Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill, popularly referred to as the Anti-LGBT Bill, has become the focus of heated national debates. There has been mixed reactions from Ghanaians, with many calling for a deeper understanding of the bill's content. Billboards across the country with the slogan, "It will reach we all," quote unquote, translated as, quote, "It will affect us all," unquote, have emphasized the need for citizens to read the proposed legislation. It has different headlines. Let me go to the one under the duty to report and refrain from support. The bill imposes an obligation on individuals and organizations to report suspected violations of its provisions. Failing to do so could result in criminal charges. This duty extends to landlords, healthcare providers, legal professionals, and even clergy, who might be required to report or refrain from assisting individuals who do not align with the prescribed family values. Now, one of the headlines says, "A nation divided." Supporters of the bill argue that it is necessary to preserve the country's cultural and moral values. However, critics contend that its provisions are overbroad and risk infringing on fundamental freedoms, including the rights to privacy, free expression, and association. So very, very interesting arguments for and against.
Anyway, so that's what we have for the newspapers this morning. Thank you very much, Vivian.
Thank you.
Have yourself a fantastic day.
You too.
All right, see you
on the other side.
All right.